Hi friends, I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to a new Collage with Me video. Today we'll be working in the 6-inch art journal. It's a good size when you have a limited amount of time in your schedule to create art. Also, we'll be using this city notification as the focal point for our collage. I thought it would be fun to have a light focal point this time around. You may also notice that I hid some of the information on this sheet. It gave the general location where I live, so I thought it'd be best to cover that up. So now let's go over the other supplies we'll be using. We have scissors, glue stick, and besides this city notification, we'll be using these monoprinted papers as our collage papers. And so there are different values of blue, red, and yellow. And that's it. Now that we've gone over the supplies, the next step is to decide on the layout of the collage. I tend to use 3 different focal points in my collages, either horizontal, vertical on the right side, or grouped together in the lower right area. And having the focal point in one of these areas is pleasing to my eye, so that's why I do it. For this collage, the focal point, which is the city notification sheet, will be placed horizontally, and I'll tear up the sheet in smaller pieces and then place it along this area in this here. The other collage papers will be placed on either side of the focal point. My thought is to have these papers cut in strips and placed vertically. So we'll have the contrast between the colors of the focal point and the painted papers, and also having the papers in different shapes and placement will add contrast as well. So just a reminder, in this next section, there'll be a mix of narration and music. So let's get started building the collage. I brought you in a bit closer, so hopefully it's easier to see when I'm collaging this page. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I did put in some guidelines where I'm going to put the horizontal focal point. So what I'm going to start first is I'm going to do the other areas, the top and the bottom part of the collage first, and then the last part will be putting in the focal point. So let's get started. Since the focal point is light in value, I'm going to start by collaging the darker monoprinted papers first and cutting them into wider strips. I want the area surrounding the focal point to read as a dark collaged area. I'm still going to use the lighter monoprinted papers, but sparingly. Also, I don't want the strips to be in a uniform pattern. Now I'm going to start adding the lighter monoprinted papers. As I mentioned, these pieces will be added sparingly. Also, they'll be cut in thinner, shorter pieces. This will add movement to this area of the collage. We're ready to add the focal point. In contrast to the surrounding papers, the city notification sheet will be torn, not cut. I will be mindful to choose pieces that will read as light in value. We're at a good stopping point right now, so what I'm going to do is just trim off this paper that's hanging over the edge, and then we'll take one final review. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Most of the edges were trimmed as the collage was being created, so there was only a few pieces that needed to be cut. It's easier for me to see if a collage is finished once the edges are trimmed. So let's take a moment and review the finished collage. There's a good contrast between the light focal point and the darker monoprinted papers on either side. Also, there's a good contrast between the hard edges of the monoprinted papers and the torn edges of the focal point. Good contrast is a key to a good collage. I like that you can read some of the words in the focal point, but not all of them. I'm really happy with the way this collage turned out. I can see creating a larger collage in the same style, and that's the benefit of creating in a journal. You can use it as a sketchbook. Then you can tell if you want to create a similar collage in a larger format. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye now.